there is better representation in African American of African American journalists. I had a student who, a former student, who called me and said that she wanted my advice on which should she take. Should she take the Wall Street Journal or the New York Times or the paper in Florida? And I said, well, first, I hope you understand that I would not have been allowed even to empty the waste baskets in those places. First, I have to get you to understand that now, in order for you to appreciate how far we've come. And she explained that she did understand. But
that is the exception. I mean, it is not. I mean, it's not as if the Wall Street Journal and the New York Times are, flooded with extraordinary, jobs for African Americans.
Well, but the greatest challenge, it seems to me, for this generation, standing where they're standing or sitting where they're sitting, they really can imagine and become whatever they choose. Whatever they choose. Now, that is an enormous challenge. Enormous. My God, what my mother and dad would have done with that kind of challenge.
Well, on the one hand, you talk about the fact that the media have become consolidated.
Yes.
So that there is less freedom, individual freedom for reporters, and the hierarchies are almost solidly at the pinnacle, or almost solidly still white male. On the other hand, you have black journalism students, and you say, well, they can be anything.
But I don't mean just in journalism. I'm talking about across the board, standing where they're standing or sitting where they're sitting. They can choose virtually any career. Really. That is an enormous challenge as I see it. And it's...
Well, what's the challenge? What's the challenge part of that?
Well, the challenge part of it is the two parts. One is they're understanding it. They're understanding that is a challenge. And the second part of it is they no longer have an excuse. They no longer have an excuse. You see, sure, I've done fairly well. And my family has done fairly well. But we had extraordinary parents, quite frankly. Parents who were together 50 years, raised families dedicated to education, no matter what we had to do, to get an education. And I just think that the challenge of realizing where they are now, realizing that they can be anything they want to be. I don't mean just in journalism. But, I mean, if the mind inclines them, they can be anything from drama to physicist.